Hi, my name is Jim Koenig, and I'm the Director of Business Intelligence here at Search Discovery. Today, I would like to share a really exciting solution we created that harnesses the power of both Tableau and Einstein Analytics. But before I jump into that, I'll provide a little background to why we created this solution. In 2019, when Salesforce acquired Tableau, questions around the industry swirled. Would Tableau still be its own standalone company, or would it be rebranded as Salesforce? Will Tableau and Einstein Analytics compete with each other? How do I know when to use Tableau versus Einstein Analytics? So industry experts attempted to answer these questions in multiple ways. There was the approach of determining which tool to use based on your role. So if you were more of the analyst, you would use Tableau. But if you were a Salesforce CRM user, you would default to Einstein Analytics. And then there was the approach of defining data use cases that would be better implemented in one tool or the other. We also saw a lot of feature comparison tables created that would tell a customer to choose a tool based on a set of features they required. Needless to say, there were an endless amount of opinions in the marketplace, but it seemed like the real questions were being overlooked. The questions should have focused on how can these products be used together in a complementary fashion to drive impact and create a competitive advantage with data. And this is exactly the question we asked ourselves. We know Tableau and Einstein Analytics do have some feature overlap, but there's also a great number of features unique to only one of the products. By bringing these two solutions together, we create a better together solution that leverages the strength of both platforms to enhance business insights. Augmenting existing Tableau dashboards with predictive insights from Einstein Discovery provides companies a simple path to answering difficult data use questions, including likelihood to repurchase, time to close, win rates, customer lifetime value. But today, I'm going to focus on churn and an attrition use case for this demonstration. Here we have a simple client scenario. They've been a Tableau customer for 8 years. They have 75 Tableau user licenses. So therefore, much of the company reporting today is produced with Tableau. These reports are great, but they're only as good as the data going to them. So end users are starting to ask for better forecasting and predictive data points, and furthermore, looking for embedded and actionable insights to help them further with their analysis. To meet these growing needs, we can augment the current reporting architecture with Einstein Analytics. With this integration, we are able to create predictive output datasets based on existing data. We can then use our proprietary solution to query the Predictive Services API, but not as a live query, as that will create security concerns. And then we augment the existing datasets with predictive data points to enhance the insights from the dashboard. Let's have a look at how this works in practicality. Here we have a pretty standard Tableau dashboard. It shows a lot of great information from revenue trends to average transaction value, and even a map showing revenue by state. Great overview information, but really it lacks predictions and actionability. By taking this data set, running it through Einstein Discovery, and updating the dashboard, we can now start to add color to the story. So instead of viewing just revenue by year, we used Einstein Discovery to create cohorts to view revenue from customers the year they were acquired. Or instead of just looking at total customers by year, we're now able to look at customer survival rates by year. So we know that a customer has a 38% chance of making it to 3 years after the year they were acquired. This information can help tailor customer marketing campaigns or anything further. Furthermore, the map we are looking at doesn't just reflect revenue by state, but instead now brings in and evaluates customer churn by state and determines the at-risk revenue. So now you're able to quickly identify which states need the most attention. And lastly, the customer scatter plot that showed a number of transactions and spend now includes a likelihood to churn statistic. As I hover over this, you can now see that client ID number 5 here has about a 10% likelihood to churn. While if we hover over this data point, given that it's colored differently, client ID number 40 has about a 39.7% likelihood to churn. In addition to just enhancing this data set with predictive insights in churn data, we've also integrated the Einstein prediction directly. So when I click on a particular data point, I now retrieve the Einstein prediction leading causes and improvement tips just as they appear in Discovery, giving the end user full actionable data right at their fingertips. This is just one example of how bringing together Tableau and Einstein Analytics can enhance the overall insights and actionability of your data.